telling the audience why would you think that that was an amazing idea to touch on Black History Month when it comes to cocktails?
Black History Month and cocktails. Okay, so I had a conversation with somebody the other day. I'm gonna try and make this as brief as I can. And I'm West Indian, she's American, and she said, yeah, sometimes they say like American blacks, we don't have culture or whatever. And I sat there and I digested that, and I said to her that the reason why that is because Black American culture is actually mainstream culture. When it's goes for everyone using it, you might not recognize the fact that it even came from you. If you list all of the inventions and things we enjoy, it's hot in here. If I wanted to like cool it down, we turn on the AC. Black person made that. When I cross the street, I gotta wait for the cars to stop. That traffic light, Black person made that. There's a lot of spaces that we find ourselves in as people of color, and the credit isn't there or the story isn't put on the front page. And you have to think, when it comes to service and food, who was making these things for George Washington and these folks? Baked mac and cheese. There was a guy, a chef, Hercules, I forget his last name, but he's a slave called Hercules. He had studied in France, came back over, took what he learned from the French cuisine. That's a whole different topic in itself. But there you go, baked mac and cheese. But if you wanted, you can go to Boston Market or get some Stouffer's Reheatable. That soupy mac and cheese that some folks are into. But it's just like, there's a lot of stuff in American culture that is so steeped in what Black people had to create, we completely forget the tether to it. And the reason why we don't remember or know the tether is because if that story isn't passed down, then you forget it. We come from people that practice oral traditions, and this is how we remember this, that, or the other. But when you live in a society where they're talking about banning books, or this is not important, or get over it, then, that's when you end up having that disconnect. But the Kentucky Derby has the Kentucky Mule. What is it, the drink again? Oh, I'm sorry again. A Mint Julep. A Mint Julep is codified by a Black man named Jasper Crouch. He was considered a free person of color out of Virginia. They had already been making something like that where it was going to be a little sugar, mint, and the whiskey itself. But it was him in Virginia that said, nah, this is the right way to do it. But if I didn't mention this guy's name just now, what name would you think of for Black History Month? They're gonna cram some of these other people down your head about this person, that person, but there's so much that our fingers are tied to and tethered to, and we cover such a vast diaspora, such a landmass in size that like we're not always connected to the stories that we have, and things get lost.